I do over 300K per month in my Amazon business, and I've spoken to sellers doing anywhere from 30 to 300K and having nothing to show for it, nothing that they actually own. No brand, no listing, no customer list, nothing. I've had so many conversations with people who are doing really good numbers, 100K, 200K, 300K, grafting away for 2 to 5 years and literally getting numbers that people would die for. But the thing is, if Amazon shut them down, they would have nothing to show for it. That's not really a business, is it? That's literally a very well-paid job with no notice period. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the 3 traps that the resellers make. 3 reasons why wholesale and arbitrage sellers stay stuck. They watch their margins shrink every single year and never really end up taking home much more every single year. And also by the end of this video, if you stick around to the end, you're going to really know the exact pivot that you need to take to actually make something of this business. But if you haven't properly met yet, my name's Adam, I'm 25, I've been selling on Amazon for 6 whole years now, and the business is doing 250 to 300K per month just on Amazon alone. Let alone we sell on 3 other platforms, which equate to about 50 to 70K per month. And I've helped over 50 people start and grow their Amazon business to this day as well. But the most important thing is, I'm not just being biased in this video, I've run both models, wholesale and arbitrage and private label, with the same warehouse, with the same team, with the same infrastructure. So what I'm about to tell you now isn't theory or anything like this. This is real experience, not just from me, but also from stories that I hear on a daily basis as well. And if I heard everything that I'm about to share in this video today, I would probably be doing $500,000 a month instead. Now let's get on to trap number 1, and that is the margins. As a reseller, you have no say whatsoever on the pricing. The price which is up on Amazon is not determined by you at all. It's determined by numerous other people. You don't set the RRP, the brand sets it. Someone comes on and sells something, but also 6, 7, or maybe even 10, 15, 20 other sellers come on and they are all racing to the bottom, basically. Literally, the only way you can make sales and get the buy box, and when you don't have control of literally the only lever, which is gonna create you sales, then that's not gonna be good, is it? And when these races to the bottom happen, that leaves your margins shrinking and shrinking and shrinking every single time the price goes down. Now, if we just do some maths on like a £20 product, for example, a reseller could be selling a product for £20 and making £2.50 profit per unit. That's like a 12.5% profit margin. On the other hand, the private label seller could be selling a £20 product as well and making £7.50 profit per unit. That's a difference of 3x in margin, and that is entirely realistic. And it's also entirely realistic if the fulfillment fees are the same. You know what the main thing that changes is? The cost of goods. Usually speaking, if you're doing arbitrage or wholesale, you're buying something for £9 and selling it for £20, for example. It's just less than half usually. Conversely, with private label, you're literally looking to buy something for £4 and sell it for £20. You're buying it for like 1/5 of the sale price. And not to mention that same £20 can go to 19 to 18 when you're reselling, but with private label, you can literally put that to $21.99 if you want instead, because as we all know, the fees are rising on Amazon all of the time. And what happens when the fees rise? Your margin again gets squeezed, unfortunately. Every single year, more competition just floods your listing and your slice of the buy box gets shorter and shorter. So that is one trap that you can fall into, and that's basically you just chasing them orange bars, them sales on the screen. Trap number 2 is the supply. Now there's multiple ways that I can take this point. I'm just going to explain a couple of them. Now number 1 is Amazon can actually gate you on a specific brand and a specific product. What that means, you've been selling a product or a branded product for quite a number of months or even years at this point. Let's say if it's Oral-B, and Amazon could literally just hard gate you and not let you sell the product anymore out of nowhere. They do it quite a lot in Q4 actually, and the main people which suffer with that usually arbitrage sellers, from what I found. So imagine that you buying £10,000 worth of stock of a single product, you sold through it, it looked good, so you placed another £10,000 purchase order for another month's worth. But then on that second month, the brand actually just hard gates you, or Amazon hard gates you, should I say, and you can't sell through your product anymore at all. You have to, maybe you can sell it elsewhere, but at the end of the day, it's a huge nightmare and headache, and you may probably lose some money. Or there's other things that can happen in wholesale, conversely. You can get that dreaded email like, oh, we do not supply to Amazon sellers anymore. We are stopping supply effective X date to all Amazon sellers. Or your authorization to sell on Amazon has now been withdrawn and you are not allowed to sell on Amazon no more. I've had this email multiple times, and this is where just simply somebody else has got an exclusivity deal with them, or they want to start selling it themselves, or they're going to start selling to Amazon instead. This happens all of the time because brands make the most amount of money if they just sell directly to the consumer. What I just mentioned a few moments ago was actually a real story from a client that worked with me. He came to me, he'd invested £15,000 worth of stock into a product, just one product as well. We ended up helping him sell the units on TikTok and eBay and things like this. And we helped him out, we helped him sell through it, so he didn't really lose any money. He actually made a tiny bit of money, but at the end of the day, we helped him. But this happens to people all of the time. In 2020, most brands didn't really sell direct, right? But in 2026, what I found, more and more are just starting to sell directly because they just make more money. So every year, more of your products start to become the brand's products because they're selling it direct to the consumer and they boot you off and pawn you off. You have no leverage there at all. You have no power. You're honestly just simply a buyer and a reseller. You're not a seller and you're not a business. Every single moment, every single negotiation, every single thing that happens, they are in control and they hold all of the cards. And trap number 3, let's get onto the assets. Let's be honest, when you're doing reselling with arbitrage or wholesale, 2, 3, 4 years down the line, how much is your business worth? If you're in that position right now, ask yourself, how much is your business worth right now? How much can you sell it for? And also for any of you guys which are completely brand new as well, picture this, right? Because the people which are selling on Amazon probably just answered that question right now. But I'm going to answer it for you guys if you're completely brand new. You start selling for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. You're doing £100,000 in sales per month. That is crazy. People would die for them numbers, right? People would dream of that. But imagine this. Your business was worth £0 because it has no inherent value. Nothing at all. There's no value in what you do because you just resell brands which are not yours. There's no barrier to entry to it. Any Tom, Dick and Harry can come and start selling the exact same products from you from the exact same supplier. No problem at all. Whereas if we just contrast this to private label, for example, you build for 1 year. Maybe you don't make much of a profit, if any. Year 2, you start making £20,000 in profit per year. Year 3, you make £100,000 in profit per year. Let's say year 5, you end up making £250,000 in a single year in profit in year 5. Guess what can happen there? If your profit is £250,000 over the year, you can then sell your business, not necessarily if it's over £250,000, if it's over £10,000 or whatever, it can be anything. This is just an example. But let's say you're 5 years in, you've proven your business is a great business, it's growing each and every single year, you've put the work in, you've taken the time to learn a little bit more about private label. £250,000 of profit per year, you want to sell your business. Oh, I'm going to sell my business for 3 to 5 times the yearly profit. You then come out of that, okay, you sell your business for about £1 million from 5 years of work, and then you get £1 million lump sum. What could you do with that money? Right? It's not going to set, if you're my age, 25, it's not going to set you up for the rest of your life or anything. But for example, it's going to be a good start, right? It will be pretty life changing for sure. It will set you up in life 100%. Maybe you can invest most of that or maybe just 100 grand into a new business and go from there. If I just take us, for example, we've been selling on Amazon for 6 years now, right? We started off by doing wholesale. We were doing about 100K per month in sales. This is where I've pulled these numbers from. They were directly from myself. I was doing 100K per month. My business was worth nothing. And if I stopped working, my business stopped, right? There was nothing valuable there about it. But about 3.5 years ago, I transitioned. I started doing private label. Okay, now look at us. To this day, right now, we can sell our business for 7 figures in literally cash collected to me in a lump sum. And if you picture it, that's not even from 6 years worth of work. That's from 3.5 years worth of work. Okay, think of where we're going to be in about another 3 years time. Okay, we're going to push to the 8-figure mark. Now, the real answer isn't quit reselling tomorrow if you're selling already, or the answer isn't don't ever do reselling at all if you're completely brand new. It's knowing which you want to choose and what your goals are, because at the end of the day, if you only want to make an extra £500 a month alongside your job, or an extra £1,000 a month alongside your job, with doing like 10 to 20 hours a week worth of work, and that's fine. Maybe you should try reselling or keep doing it. If you want to do reselling full time and maybe make 2 or 3 grand per month, but be working 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week, that's fine. That's cool, and you can do that. But like, if you want to live a really luxurious lifestyle, or you want to maybe stay at home with the family, take the kids to school, and give your kids all the opportunities you ever want in life. Take your girlfriend or boyfriend out to places, have meals once a week or multiple times per week. Take the family on trips and stuff overseas and pay for everything. And again, I'm saying all of this from just experience, because this is exactly what I do right now, and that is what private label has enabled me to do, and it's exactly what it will enable you to do as well. And you can actually make that start in just 90 days. In just a 90-day time period, you can have your first product sourced, and some people can even have it launched. All you need to do is find a product opportunity, validate it, find a manufacturer, and then go ahead and launch it. It's actually a very simple 5 or 6 step process. If you want to get started straight away and work one-to-one with me, and you don't want to wait to the workshop or anything like that, or maybe it's even gone past that date now, who knows, then just book in a completely free call with me down below and we can discuss our one-to-one mentorship together. But without further ado, like, comment, subscribe. Peace out. See you later.